Everyone, and welcome to this oil painting time lapse entitled Hater Spotted. I really hope you enjoy it. This painting was inspired by a character that I dreamed up, as always, who is living in about the 19th century, so it's roughly that era. I tried to emulate the fashion of that time, but it's not probably totally accurate. However, it's just sort of so you can get an idea of the time period. And the idea, the concept, is that this character is sitting in the theatre and she's waiting for the show to start, and just before the show starts she's looking through her binoculars to sort of have a look at the theatre and see where the orchestra are, and she's having a look at the different seats in the theatre as it fills up. And it's at that point where she suddenly sees a hater. I'm sure they wouldn't be called a hater in those days, an enemy, I imagine, somebody who spreads vicious rumours and has been spreading rumours about her. And she zeroes in on this person because she has been avoiding him for many years and has not seen him, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, she sees him through the binoculars. And it's all about that moment where you catch somebody and you either run into them or you suddenly encounter them, and they don't have to be somebody you've known previously, but just this sudden encounter of somebody who doesn't like you for whatever reason or says horrible things about you, and you don't really know the reason why, and there may not even be a reason. It could just be that this person doesn't like you, and that's that. And so I just wanted to capture that moment of feeling not only concern about the fact that this person has been spotted, this enemy has been zeroed in on, but also that feeling that you get of sort of, you don't know exactly how to proceed and how to go on with the next few moments. You're not exactly sure how to deal with the situation. But ultimately, I think we've all had a couple of, I wouldn't say necessarily haters in the sense that they are people who sort of say nasty things about us constantly, but people who ultimately have been not so favourable towards us, and we've all managed to deal with it in some way or another. But sometimes you do end up running into these people, and then what do you do at that moment? What do you say? So it's all about that right at that specific time. And this was actually also based on the fact that a couple of weeks ago I was trolled and it doesn't have to happen to me very often because my videos are not hugely discoverable. Oil painting in general is not sort of the most popular genre on YouTube. It's kind of, I'd say it's way down actually, but obviously there are some big oil painting channels. It's just that it's not the most popular form of art on social media. And so when I was drawing, when I started my YouTube channel, I used to draw sometimes movie characters or fan art, as some people like to call it, even though I wasn't actually necessarily a fan of the characters that I was drawing. I just used to get requests, really. So I would just draw or sometimes occasionally paint, but it was mostly drawing characters that people requested. And during that time my views and things were up a lot more because those types of videos are generally very popular. If you're drawing characters that people are seeing in a movie, for example, they desperately want to see, I don't know, Spider-Man or whatever it is, something similar to that. So those types of videos are very discoverable, and I did get, during that period of time, more kind of hate, if you like. I would get some kids, well, mostly children, I think, writing things like, "You're rubbish, you suck, your drawing is terrible." And that's kind of like a reframing, because it was sometimes a little bit more rude than that. So a couple of weeks ago, I think I had this comment on kind of an old video of mine, and it was something movie related, and they were, I think, an artist as well. I think they had their own channel, and it was kind of a little comment about something silly, but then I got another comment on one of my more recent videos, and so this was quite surprising to me because I keep thinking that nobody's really watching my oil painting videos, as in they're quite hard to find, but clearly they aren't that hard to find because I did get haters. So I suppose if you do get some hate, you can at least be thankful that your videos are discoverable and YouTube is recommending them. Hooray! So I got this kind of rude comment, and they criticised a lot of things about me, and it didn't actually upset me as much as I thought it was going to. I just dealt with it in a very rational way. But I thought this has to inspire some kind of art, because whenever you get something that makes you feel not so great, I think it should inspire you to just push forward and do something really positive. And so I decided to make this painting. So there you are, it's quite a long-winded story. I just thought I'd make a comment about the materials of this painting. It didn't actually, funnily enough, work out in the way that I wanted it to, because unfortunately I am using, I don't know whether you can tell, but I'm using a toned panel, and it is by the brand, or rather the shop, the online shop, Jackson's Art Supplies. Now, I love Jackson's Art Supplies. I think they are amazing. They always have incredible customer service. Their products, I'm not sponsored by them incidentally, but their products are so affordable. They always seem to get the most reasonable prices on their paints and canvases or whatever it is. They also have a lot of really difficult to find brands, so I've always been an enormous fan of them, and I still am. I just thought that I would test out one of their own brand panels. So this is one of their canvas panels that has been kind of gessoed, and then it's got some kind of a paint layer on it, so that's why it's got a tone, so it's this sort of umberish tone. And I just wanted to see what it was like, because when you paint on surfaces that are not white, quite often the white stands out really well, and I do think that that has happened, but I honestly found the surface to be a bit difficult to paint on. It didn't quite blend, the paint didn't blend the way that I wanted it to. And I don't know if you can see, but I felt that the paint and the medium was sitting on top of the panel as opposed to sinking in, so that it didn't look as smooth as I wanted it to. I found the shading quite difficult to do on the face as well, so it ended up taking quite a while, and it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, so I'll be back using my normal ampersand panels next week. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this painting and that you're having a wonderful week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, if you're new. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.